to all MBA aspirants. I was exactly in your shoes nearly 50 years ago when I went in to do an MBA from Ahmadabad. Batches were still in single figures and the management discipline itself was very young in our country. What I shall be doing is taking you through what will be your MBA journey and suggesting to you some ways perhaps in which you can make it effective for yourself and optimize the experience. So what happens when you reach an MBA institute? It's an overwhelming experience. You have lots of people there, different personalities with different experiences, and you wonder what you're doing in a place like this. And if you're a fresher especially, it can be very overwhelming. You have people with a lot of experience and you wonder whether you are in the right place at all. You think you're an imposter that will sneak through the process somehow, and you wonder how you will make it through the experience. Well, let me reassure you, that is common for everybody. Everybody is nervous, everybody wonders how they will take it further. But there are probably certain ways in which you can make the experience a pleasant one, an enjoyable one, and one that gives you rewards at the end. What I would suggest is that you start by making friends. Circulate widely, see the kind of people who have common interests with you. Also people who have diverse interests, because it is the ones who have diverse interests who can really teach you something. These are people who will be your network for the rest of your life. They will be the people who will help you later in your personal and professional life, and they will make life a lot easier for you. So spend some time in finding out who are the right people to be with. That can make a big difference to your MBA experience. So what happens next? You are in a whirlwind of activities. You have clubs all around you to join. You have the photography club, you have the finance club, you may have a marketing club, you may have a cycling club. There is no end to the number of opportunities you have. The point is, how many of them should you indulge yourself in? My advice to you is very, very clear. Remember, you are always here. The primary reason for you being here is to study and for academics. Everything else is secondary. But is it worthwhile? Of course it's worthwhile. You will ask why. The reason is simply this. For a fresher especially, when you are being interviewed, you must have enough material on your resume for the interviewer to hold an interesting conversation with you. And therefore, you must decide very, very quickly what kind of activities you will be involved in which will add value to your resume. Therefore, I would suggest that you examine what the opportunities available are and quickly zoom in on what you would like to do. That being said, what comes next is choosing of specializations. Now, how do you go about this? For those who are already clear on what they want to pursue, this is not difficult, but for many and for the majority, this is something that they have to take a call on. So for this, what do you need to do? It will be a bit of gut feel, it will be a bit of advice from your peers, and if you have affinity to a particular faculty, take their advice. This need not necessarily be based on the kind of grades you get. Look at the areas of interest and based on that decide what you would like to probably do for a lifetime, the kind of lifetime profession you would have. Also in this time you might discover that you don't want to work for a company, you want to be an entrepreneur. So this is a great voyage of discovery. I would suggest you use this time to explore yourself and understand your own interests. I would also advise you at this stage, after you have chosen your specialization, not to restrict yourself to that discipline. That is very, very dangerous. Do not ever think that you will be an HR manager or a marketing manager or a finance manager. As you go up the ladder, you need to be a complete manager. Life does not come in silos. Try and understand how the whole management picture fits together. That will be very essential for you. To give you my own example, when I was CEO of Gati, at one stage, I had to, in addition to being CEO, also handle the HR function because we did not get a HR head for a long time. So I was very grateful that the knowledge I had of HR helped me greatly to at least understand what it was needed to be done in that particular area. So I would suggest read widely, use your libraries extensively, and make sure that you have got a holistic knowledge of management. With this done, what I would also suggest is put in 100% in your work, even 110% I would say. 70% does not work. Think of yourself as crossing a road. If you're only 70% right, you get killed. It's similar in management. So when you're doing your projects, put in more work than other people are putting in. Do more than your share. Don't try and shirk on that. That will give you great results later in life. And finally, before I conclude, I need to talk to you about the placement jitters. Everybody has them. That is what you are ultimately here for. And that is something that you have to handle very, very carefully. For those who get a job quickly or placed quickly, and that is a very rare few, good luck. And for the bulk of the people, it can be a fairly long drawn out process. So what I would suggest at this time is depend on the support of your friends. Have a hobby, have a diversion. Don't keep thinking about placement every minute of your time. That can be very, very damaging to your mental health. So I wish you luck. I'm sure that good things will happen to you on your MBA journey. And if I have been helpful to you, I would be very, very happy that I have done a good job. Goodbye and good luck on your journey. Thank you.